All right, so my philosophy of fiction author success. You guys know what my frameworks are, right? So subconscious mind, transformational human psychology, and 4 levels of emotion, always. But here's the thing. When I was growing up, I didn't always feel safe. For me, it was never a physical thing. I was never physically unsafe. It was more of an emotional, psychological, social kind of thing. The problem with feeling unsafe, one of many problems, is that we often tend to retreat into ourselves, we don't interact as much, and then we don't feel our emotions fully the way that we should in order to be healthy. When that happens, unfortunately, a lot of people fall into very destructive behaviors. It can be things like unhealthy relationship, substance abuse, lashing out at others, or any behavior that is generally just self-destructive. For me, as I'm sure for many of you it was the case, I fell back on fiction reading. It was the safe space I went to that allowed me to feel big emotions and connect with my emotions while still feeling safe enough to do it. And if I can help even one reader to do that, if I can give even one person a safe space where they can feel their emotions, and certainly if I can give them that and keep them from more destructive behaviors instead, then all the effort and toil I put into my story will have been worth it. Remember that emotion is the language of the universe. So by helping people process emotions, we truly can elevate the consciousness of the people who read our books. And this is exactly how me and you, lowly fiction authors, really can change the world through our stories. I remember hearing a discussion some years ago in which people were talking about how we get paid based on the value we bring to the market. And it was a discussion about how people like sports stars and film actors get paid a whole lot more than, say, school teachers, unfortunately. And I remember someone saying something along the lines of, whether you like it or not, entertainment is highly valued in our society. So they were saying it in the spirit of, whether you like it or not, whether you think it's moral or not, this is just the reality. But I think that's a mistake. Obviously, I think education is super important. I consider myself highly educated, but I think they're looking at it the wrong way. Whether it's a well-made film, complete with great acting, great storyline, great music, or watching our favorite team perform at a sporting event, those things cause emotion. They get us worked up, they cause adrenaline. We like to see people struggle and overcome and achieve. And whether the emotions we feel end up being positive or negative doesn't even really matter. We just yearn to feel those emotions. When people are looking for entertainment, they don't want boring education, they don't want to be preached at, and they don't want to do things that they perceive as work. They want relief. They want to relax. They want to feel like, that's what they want to feel when they're looking for entertainment. So I think it would be more accurate to say this. People are willing to pay for things that make them feel emotion. People are willing to pay for things that make them feel emotion. So what is my philosophy on success? In terms of practical steps, it's the 3-step framework. But more spiritually, help your readers feel emotion and you can't go wrong. Serve yourself by writing a satisfying story and you can't go wrong. Serve your readers by giving them a highly cathartic story and you can't go wrong. And the byproduct of all of that is higher royalties. Your sales will automatically increase because readers will know that you know how to tell them a story that's going to make them feel big things. Remember, you have a story inside you that only you can tell. So get out there and write your epic adventures, your dark mysteries, your historical romances, and your sci-fi and fantasy worlds. And then infuse them with all of the emotion you have in your soul. And know that readers are waiting to receive them on the other side of any action that you take. Life is an adventure. Run at it. And to rip off a very famous storyteller, may the odds be ever in your favor. Bye guys. Happy writing.